Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Danganronpa. Is this 56 or is it 57? I don't know, I've kind of lost track. These last few videos have just kind of been a blur because I feel like nothing's happening, if I'm being honest. So we learned that the world's destroyed in the last video. Nobody really seemed to care about that. They just kind of glossed over that shit. Like, yeah, the world's destroyed, no big. And then we spent like 20 minutes, it felt like, going over the fact that their memories are gone, which seems like less of a concern than the world being destroyed. And that just kind of like, it's a lot of like my problems with where the game's going is that it's a lot of like minor shit that's just kind of compounding. Like, they're taking too long to get to the point, which is why we should probably just not talk right now, but I just wish they would get to the point already.
It's only natural that I would fall in love.
Because I feel like we've spent like an hour and we've learned nothing.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it! All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair! Our plan to bring despair to all mankind!
The ultimate despair? All mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst.
Uh-huh. Obviously.
Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
And then some people got murdered.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year.
Like, see, we should have done this section like 40 minutes ago.
Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity.
Please don't use the phrase.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
Now, we're not actually going to tell you about it, so it's not important.
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end.
Like, don't bring it up so often if you're not actually going to explain it. It's kind of my feeling on it.
And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
I don't know, is it humans are bad and mean?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know? It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it, and now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
No one does. None of this shit makes any sense, Kyoko. You're not alone.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
The writers wrote this in a fever dream in a last-minute cram session.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors.
You mean to tell me that these people were the ones who survived? Like, I don't know. Sakura, okay, I can see her surviving. Hina, she's pretty athletic. Everyone else would be fucking dead.
The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
Like, Leon, he's got maybe with his bat, he could fight some people off. I feel like everybody else is dead meat. You think Makoto's fighting someone off trying to kill him? Absolutely not.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once!
It better be important.
So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter!
Okay.
That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! Ah, I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
I assume it was the headmaster? The Prime Minister.
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
And then we took off our clothes.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
It's kind of interesting.
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
That's kind of funny.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
Yeah, not all the world governments collapsing. That was like mild anxiety. Of course it's, school children killing each other that really sent everyone off the edge.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You only let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, do you feel bad about trying to kill us twice, Hina?
Why?
No? Okay.
Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match.
Was it?
Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was... Who knows? What are we doing? Oh god, we're doing Hangman's Gambit. Is this class trial still not over? Okay, something CK. No? Oh, I don't think we went enough. Not D. Not S. It's not... What? I can't even think of what word this is supposed to be. Okay, I didn't want to... H. Hickory. I'm feeling mega dumb here. Kid. I feel like it should be obvious at this point. Hick. No, not A. Not S. Not R. Hill. This should be obvious at this point. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm really bad at like word stuff. Give me a T. Give me a T again. I want to try a T again. Oh, an O. Pro he. I really can't. Hijack. Okay, I get it.
Now I understand.
I have no clue what that has to do with what we were talking about, but that's the word.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
So any, like, actual explanation for it all, is it just because they're, like, evil?
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
You expelled them?
I have to thank you all.
Well, so haven't you, like, already lost, though? Like, we've already proved that hope won out.
They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
Like, isn't that cheating?
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
I mean, if you have to force it onto people, isn't that, like, kind of against your goal?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Oh man, you got Makoto to say a naughty word.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
Been there, done that.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
I mean, I feel like we were always supposed to solve the mystery. The clues were given to us for a reason.
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
I mean, we are still in a super sweet shelter, so it's not all that bad. And we have it better than most people, so it's not really that much to despair over. Just, you know, get the internet set up and we'll be fucking golden.
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Truth? Full of despair? That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
We haven't been doing shit. Makoto over here, Sergeant Makoto, has a guilty conscience. I mean, a non-guilty conscience. Everyone else, all y'all else are just fucking crazy. I can't talk.
And think about
We have
it.
recorded like 6 videos in a
You
row.
chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
Thankfully, they are pretty dialogue, or like they're light on my voice. I haven't had to talk that much.
We
If anything,
weren't
I've been
just
pretty
random
quiet the last few
strangers either.
episodes.
We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already.
Can we like go eat lunch now? Like,
So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
I mean, really, it's not that different than the situation we were in before. I mean,
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it.
At least they admit it.
And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it.
Kind of lame, if I'm being honest, from a storytelling perspective.
No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
That's also true.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
That's one way to do it.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, that could be part of it. Maybe everything, I don't know.
If so, what then?
I feel like, I don't know if it's ever going to make any sense, so I don't know if there's any point in speculating anymore.
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself?
Yeah, sure. That's the master plan, Makoto. That's how you get out of here.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Very convincing.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you.
Because he has hope. So they win. As long as there's still hope, you win.
For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed?
And then Makoto draws his katana and slashes her down.
What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
Makoto ain't done shit.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
Remember when this all started off by her admitting that she killed Mukuro?
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
Do we?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya?
So do we get to execute you now?
Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
Is it a vote to go outside or stay here?
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of hope.
What?
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry. I won't be voting, of course.
What are we voting for?
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Byakuya's been oddly quiet this entire time.
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
We already got a glimpse at that horror, so let's never have to revisit Smiling Togami again. What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Yeah, obviously.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all!
I'm not digging any of this, if I'm being honest.
So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down!
Isn't that worse? Won't that make us more likely to vote for Hope?
Makoto, you're up!
Me?
If anything, shouldn't you be sweetening the deal for us staying in? If you want us to despair, shouldn't you be sweetening the deal so that we don't try and leave?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
Oh god, we're doomed. They're all gonna murder us.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
Okay.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I
Okay.
will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives!
Maybe Hiro can summon Sakura's spirit to defend us. Sacrifice me? But that's...
What?
He's
Has
the
your
ultimate lucky
resolve
sacrifice.
sharpened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished?
Well, I mean, Makoto's vote here doesn't matter, right? I mean, he has to vote for Hope, because if he votes for not leaving, then he dies.
Don't you have faith in your friends?
Oh, absolutely not. They've tried to kill us. Hina's tried to kill us twice, everyone else has tried to kill us once.
No! That's not it!
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Kyoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right?
Keyword all. All. That includes Makoto, as much as everyone hates him.
That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate! Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
Oh, all of them. It's gonna be a unanimous vote for Makoto's death.
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair!
Remember that time when he said no one would vote for us and they all voted to kill us?
We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope. And your stupid life!
Okay. The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair? That's not really living at all. What? No more spinny spin fun times. Please, stop. Group photo. Memory. Kyoko's account. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster. Okay. We got
won't
10
give up.
minutes.
As long as there's hope, we'll
Hope?
never give up.
We got hope.
If I were to die,
Only have 2 hearts, so we're definitely gonna die at
that
least
would
once.
be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Okay. Dot dot dot. My thoughts exactly.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
And there's a group photo. We were all
If
happy.
we die, the purifiers will screech to a halt.
No, we've never used Kyoko. What is Kyoko's account? I mean, that's like one of the only pieces of evidence we haven't used. Inflicted after death? Okay, that's not useful at all. And there's group photo. Everybody's all happy, man. No locker,
The
notebook.
communal life you've all
There's
been living will
photo?
come to an end.
Meh.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. You're not giving me anything. You're giving me dot dot dots.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
There's nothing to click on? There's no hope left in the world when you sleep. It's on a bed of despair. You are in despair. Everyone's going to be consumed. What the fuck? You claim there's no hope left in the world, but despair is contagious like you say. I'll use my own hope to plant seeds of hope in everyone.
We won't give up.
Okay,
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
there's hope.
If I were to die,
Unless we're supposed to copy hope and blast them? Like, let's blast Kyoko.
By the way,
the air outside, the only reason we're is thanks to the air.
Where's
If
Kyoko?
I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to.
Okay,
have to
Kyoko
go
does
into
not
the world
pop up.
outside. So, will you just die?
You don't have one. Okay, so I think I know what we're supposed to do. You're supposed to copy hope and blast them, I guess? Yeah, we lose. Whatever. Let's just... That isn't... And, like, I like the fact that it punishes you for letting all the dialogue play out when it's never done that prior to this. As the developer brought you someone to despair, of course it did, blah, blah, blah. You have this despair in your hearts. You know what time it is. Are you ready? It's punishment time.
I refuse to give up yet.
Yeah, whatever. That's so stupid. I mean, it says... So I guess we're supposed to copy hope and do something with it? I don't know.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Unless we're supposed to use group
I were
photo
to
on
die-
hope? I don't know.
That would be the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for you to
By the
go
way,
away.
the air. The only reason we're is thanks to the air.
Don't lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this. And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
Kill herself and give up.
You only get
That was rude,
stronger
I'm
by
sorry.
taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say.
But wait, can't we only use hope once? So if we have to blast all the ... dots with hope, don't we have to... Like, weren't we doomed to fail?
Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up.
Okay, it does restart.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Okay.
if
So I was
were
like...
to die,
Because you can only use the bullet once.
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I was gonna say, if you have to... Oh, shit.
Don't lose hope now.
Okay.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right?
Yeah?
So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We
Yeah.
won't give up.
Yeah. Look at Hero
As long
finally
as
being
there's
cool.
hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die...
Then we
That
got...
would be the end.
I've decided to have...
By the way,
The air outside is totally. The only reason we're okay is thanks to the
the air purifier...
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
Okay.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Don't
I mean,
lose hope now.
does she need hope? I don't think she gives a shit. Really, we just need to convince Byakuya.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
Yeah, but I feel like I had to click on you or else I was going to be
Actually, I
penalized.
may not look like it, but I always hated school.
Join the club.
Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We
Alrighty.
won't give up.
Oh, yeah, gotta remember,
As
don't
long
don't
as
start
there's
fast
hope,
forwarding yet.
We'll never give up.
I just know
If I were
I'm
to die, that would be the
I'm
end.
just glad my mouse is
By
cooperating
the way,
on the copy
only
on
reason
the
is
the
thanks
copying
to the-
thing.
Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Come on, Tagami. Pop up. No, it's just like, I thought I was moving a little fast. Come on, Byakuya, we're best buds.
You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
Sadly, yes.
Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Uh-huh, yeah. A likely story.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Yeah, okay.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
Got a point.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up.
As
long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Is there anything else to blast
If I were
with?
to
I mean, we're in a... It is playing the opening
That
music.
would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know.
And I like blast her in the forehead with
The
hope.
only reason we're okay in here
Is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
if I die.
Because Kyoko doesn't
the
say anything,
purifiers
right?
will
Wasn't
screech to
Togami's
a
the last
halt.
prompt?
In other words, as soon as I die,
Unless we're supposed to let it play through one
the
last
communal
time.
life you've all been living will come to an end.
Unless we're supposed to blast hope with something?
Keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna blast you in the forehead.
Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Oh, get blasted! You were there.
There's hope now.
Oh, so I guess hers only lit up, because it was not lit up earlier.
I didn't really know my father.
So it wasn't lit up
so I
until you
can't
did all the
pretend to
others.
know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here.
Yeah, good thing Makoto's never been abandoned and sitting to live in the trash heap or anything.
I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
I think he came here... sure.
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up.
He's the ultimate hopeful student.
And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
I don't care what you guys call us as long as you quit trying to kill us.
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope has been added to the tree. This shit is still not done? It appeared that Makoto may have hidden within him the power to stand against the ultimate despair. Is he gonna go Super Saiyan?
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other.
Is she gonna do a Leon?
It's all so uncool.
You're gonna go stupid,
so
stupid, stupid, stupid?
unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not any kind of lead or anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. But I still... Okay. The moment... Oh, God, we gotta get our hands on the keyboard.
You suck!
Oh, my God, it's so
What a
fast!
cunt. So uncool! You dare to stand against us?
Oh, God, I
Hope
don't...
is a joke. Who are you?
I don't know what the timing is.
Your idiocy ends here.
Okay, so it's, like, pretty fast.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
Okay,
You
we're not off to a
What do you
good start.
want? So uncool.
You're unbearable.
I appreciate the
Hope
fun.
is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
Okay, so
You're
it's
gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is
you're gonna need
pointless.
better insults than you're gross, lady.
Suffer from despair.
Okay, what are we doing? Ultimate hope, get blasted.
Hope keeps on going.
Hope keeps on going. Nice one-liner, Makoto.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on?
What's happening?
He's powering up. He's gonna unleash the full power of anime friendship to destroy the world. Give me my C, please. C. Alright, I'll take it. Much higher than we deserve. We're grading on a curve here.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
I mean, now we're at like the awkward situation where I don't know how close we are to the end. So I don't know if I should end the video or should I keep going. Because like, I definitely don't want to keep going and get to like 50 minutes and there still be like I want to avoid a situation where the final part is like 10 minutes long. I think we'll stop here. And then in the next video, we'll try and beat the game. We'll see. I feel a little bit better about the ending. Like, I thought that sequence was, I mean, as corny as it was okay. Yeah, we're gonna stop here. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for what should be the final part. And bye, guys. Hello, everyone. I'm Extra Cheesy 87, and this is what should be the finale of Let's Play Danganronpa. In the previous video, we confronted the ultimate despair and learned that Makoto is actually the ultimate hope. And now we're gonna pull the levers, execute Junko, hopefully, and get out of here.
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing.
Now, if the game ends in like 10 minutes, I'm gonna be mad. I might actually just end up tacking this onto the last video if it does end really quickly.
With our own hands.
And then it's like, oh no, the mechanical error, it picked Makoto again. Dang! So like, they really never explained the tragedy thing. They're just like, the world government's collapsed and everyone started rioting in the streets and killing each other. Don't ask questions. They really went with that. That was their strategy, huh?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way.
Well, that's just...
It can't be. You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair itself is vulnerable to an onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
There's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just...
He's powering up.
totally the best!
Uh-huh.
So this is despair.
We came to the school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end?
True despair.
It's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see it? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. It's once in a lifetime experience. It's my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. To have the chance, can we just like, I don't know, tie you up somewhere? Like, we don't necessarily have to kill her. I feel like that lowers us to her level. To have the chance to taste of the highest grade despair, the ultimate failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I'm so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
She enjoying this?
Anyway.
Anyway, are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over on his side. Everyone.
Hey,
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease?
however.
The same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko!
No.
Stop it! Stop it! I hate those faces you're making! See, those awful looks cause me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine. Let me just say one last thing. You guys want to get all hung up on the word hope? That's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide. Maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we...
It's fine.
Shut up, shut up. That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done, though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
It can't be.
Do you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to...
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste the despair of death, and you only get once in life, so...
Don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful! Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this.
Her eyes do be spinning.
I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Congratulations, Junko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, she didn't have to be dragged away. Okay. It's a something. The ultimate punishment. Oh, is it all of them? Okay. So is she like invincible? All right. So there was a button at the end. That's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Inoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy was all over. Have we done it? Have we won? Oh, we got an item. Why? Sure. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in it on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Can you not turn them back on? Okay. Epilogue? We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. He stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end...
Hey,
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. Nobody's surprised it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Ah, okay, that's what it was. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
Is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
I mean, I guess there is still the possibility the whole world-ending thing was made up. I'm gonna roll with it and assume they're telling the truth.
In other words,
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
You never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive. Got a point there.
it's true.
You may be right about that. But maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. I
um,
mean, if the choices are die in a violent explosion or wait here to slowly asphyxiate, I think I'd choose the explosion. I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
Yes, you will destroy the world with your scissors. Has something ever happened to Master? I'd take my scissors and jam them up so far up. Hello. Where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. We can go outside? That means me and Master can get married? Absolutely not. And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby?
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
The greatest horror is smiling Togami from the when we executed Kyoko by accident. Anyway, don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
but
It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks
for serious.
maybe when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as you remember? A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
in other words,
The act of searching for hope to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away their hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
you got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there. I don't
Hey,
know if there are donut shops. And what are you going to do if there are no more donuts shops or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make them myself. And if there's no flour, I'll grow some wheat. I get it now. There's no road, you gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Higakura's life story is about to begin.
Woo!
Thanks, Hina. You totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
You know something else I'm surprised they never mentioned that I just for some reason remembered? Because they never actually connected back to Hifumi saying that we had all met before. Or him alluding to that back when he died. I guess when he got hit, it like jostled his memories back for some reason. I'm kind of surprised that never got mentioned again. But that's like a neat little hint that they all knew each other beforehand. Granted, I think they'd already shown you two different photos. Well, they already showed you the one photograph at that point. But I feel like that part of the story was, well, we'll wait until we get to the actual like credits to talk about my thoughts. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. We can get out of there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us and we're so small, so what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
He'll be at least 30% right.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing.
Can you write us a better ending? I mean, this ending's fine. It's just the thing that, well, I'll wait and talk about it.
I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. I wonder if they're actually going to let us see the outside world. The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept it ambiguous if, the state of the world. Okay, things look pretty bad out there. Oh, so they did kind of keep it ambiguous. Well. Yeah, so the video did go on long enough that we can make it its own thing, even though we definitely could have pushed through and finished this in the last video. So, overall, I liked it. I liked Danganronpa a lot, or Danganronpa a lot. My main problem at the end was it felt like the Junko thing was incredibly arbitrary. Like, all the Mukuro stuff had no point in existing. And the fact that they just explain it as, like, she was in it because reasons, and then she was dressed up as Junko because it was like a whim. That was kind of didn't interest me all that much. I don't know. Like, I still have no clue why Mukuro had to exist in the story. So she just felt like a red herring that just was there to not even necessarily like mislead. It just didn't feel that well thought out. And then I didn't really like the cop-out of never explaining the tragedy. I know there's a second and third game, so I'm guessing maybe it's explained there, but it does feel very lame to not explain that at all, just to be like, the world collapsed. We're not going to explain it. Like, I can appreciate being kind of vague and ambiguous, but that's just, like, too much. Like, the central core reason for the story happening, never explaining it, is such a cop-out in my mind. The other thing that kind of annoyed me about the ending, or just the climax, the actual ending's good. I like that. I like how them standing in front of the vault, and then it kind of fading out, and leaving it ambiguous as to whether Junko was lying or not. I forgot what I was going to say. I've already forgotten. There was another thing that annoyed me about the ending. It took too long to get to the point. Like, it was like 4 videos, I think. But the Clash Trial was like 5 videos when they really probably could have finished that in like 90 minutes. Like, I guess the whole thing, it kind of... Trying to not do any spoilers for the Zero Escape series. because these series are obviously very similar, like conceptually and stylistically. Like, the way I would describe it is Danganronpa has a much, like, it's more solid throughout. Like, everything prior to the climax was really good. Whereas in Zero Escape, or specifically 999, the first one, just to compare the first games of each series, like 999 is really shaky up until the ending when it all comes together and it's like amazing. The way everything connects and like it all makes sense at the end. Whereas in this, I felt like nothing made sense. Oh yeah, I remember the thing that annoyed me. The explanation for why they did it all is just because we're evil. Like, we just did it for the lulz. That's very lame to me. I mean, I'm not expecting some, like, super great... Like, I don't know. I mean, on one hand, I can kind of respect the one-dimensional evilness of it. It's just like, we're evil because we are. Don't ask questions. I'm like, okay, I can kind of respect that. But at the same time, it does feel like a lost opportunity. But granted, I don't really know how you can reasonably explain what they're doing in the first place. But yeah, going back to like comparing it to like 999, just because like they're similar, right? And so it felt like I think I maybe had too high expectations for the climax too, because I felt like everything prior to that was so good that I'm like, oh man, if they can like really wrap this all together, it could be really great. Because I guess I kind of was internally comparing it in my mind to 999, which is the actual meat of the game isn't all that. Like, the story's a little shaky at times, but then it all comes together at the end. Like, that's all. It's all about the ending. It's all about the climax. Whereas in this one, the climax was kind of an afterthought. Like, it didn't really feel... I don't know. Like, none of the reveals were all that especially surprising, or... I feel like they didn't change the way the story... Like, the meaning of the story, I guess. And I'm really just, like, still confused by the whole tragedy thing. Like, just never explaining that.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Spooky, scary. Okay. Got an Easter egg? What? So, I guess that's it. What are extras? Can watch all the stuff again? Okay. That's interesting. This is a what if simulation type mode play. What does that mean? Oh god.
Kills!
What? What are we doing here? I mean, we got time to kill. We're only at 22 minutes. So what is this?
Ta-da!
Massive? Has the game turned into a dating sim? It was so happy. Okay, so this is all the same. I mean, let's use this time to kind of talk about. So I will definitely play the rest of the series. Not immediately. We're not gonna jump straight. I don't know what we'll. I mean, I still have about a month for this Let's Play ends. I think part 20 went up or goes up today. So, okay, and we pass out. As I stepped foot into the main hall, my view became warped and twisted. So wait, some of that dialogue is actually different, but I can't open the log. Well, I just assumed it was all the same. We didn't do that,
Hey,
I'm so confused. What is this?
Are you for real?
You're trying to escape your own reality? It's not like any of us know what's going on either. Sorry? Huh. Don't you apologize, even the situation's understandable. For some reason, I went unconscious as soon as I stepped into the main hall. I was in a classroom, the windows are blocked off by these weird metal plates. It wasn't just the classroom, as it turns out. All of a sudden, we were locked inside the school. An announcement came on. Made it hard to concentrate. Wasn't everyone here earlier?
Hey, come on.
Everyone else went to the gym where your ass was knocked out.
Well,
It's like an alternate history version.
And
What else are we supposed to do?
Indeed.
He's right. Whatever's going to happen, standing our ground is going to
You
stop
hear
it.
me?
Yeah, let's head to the gym. Oh, it's Taka. Remember him? Of course, I wondered what the hell is going on. I was torn by a dark feeling of foreboding when we headed to the gym. Feels like everything's brighter. Wildly cheery voice echoed across the room.
Hey there, howdy, hello. Is everyone here? Good. Then let's get things rolling.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know how long we're going to continue on this, but... Is it like a happy version of Danganronpa where we're not forced to kill each other? Is that what it is?
Nice to meet.
Such a bright voice and carefree attitude was completely out of the place.
Listen up.
Can't do it. It can't be done. The senior's throne was supposed to be your chance to make a big high school debut. I did my best to put on a happy face. It's impossible. There's a groove, getting it back. The hell? Why is the ass so depressed? There's no time flat.
so
Got a teddy
What
bear.
is that?
Can talk.
Unbelievable. This is kind
Okay.
of...
More and more depressed. Hardware is backward compatible. Humans are stupid. Worse than any piece of software. Here comes zero score. The whole thing just feels sloppy as hell. Oh yeah, the other thing that bothered me about the ending is the whole, like, idea that Junko killed Mukuro. When, like, why did Mukuro agree to join the killing game in her place, and then she attacks Monokuma of her own volition? I don't know. It didn't really felt like she was betrayed. It felt like she... I don't know. Okay. What in the hell is this?
Yo! Got it!
What did you forget? If necessary, I forgot was my backups.
Are you okay with
Backups for what?
Hey.
For me, duh. Backups for what?
Huh?
I don't understand what you don't
In other
understand.
words-
A backup, a spare in case
Hey, you
emergency.
bastard!
Oh, all of the other Monokumas?
listen.
Indeed.
Okay.
Unbelievable. What?
I'm a robot, so advanced. Don't have any backups, so I can't begin. Oh, they can't start the game? Is that the alt history?
Hey, come on.
Come on.
Got a headmaster, how can your life run smoothly? Not break so easily. You're gonna break me. You blew me apart in chapter 5. Huh? Prologue, chapter 5. What is he talking about? Anyway, let's not worry about that before we can begin your school life here.
Wait, I can't wait.
I don't want to build you backups.
What?
Come on.
And while you're at it, I'll have you add a bunch of awesome bonus
If you
features.
please.
Like make me super handsome or eco-friendly, that kind of modern trendy thing. Or it might be good for a Japanese-style mascot like me to have a super cutesy, super moe backup. Is it Mo or Mo? I don't know.
Just hold on.
You guys.
Okay. Opportunity to help teacher grow.
well,
No way.
This is kind of the bizarre crap. We can just go home. How do you plan to do that? See, if we'd played the game like this the entire time, we would have finished in record time.
hey,
Hell is this? Why would you trap us in here? Let the hell out of here.
let's see.
Why don't we destroy this one right now?
Ooh.
So it finally occurred to you.
Too bad.
I use my NASA level technology to run and hide, and you'll never find me. Seems like a monumental waste of technology.
Stop fucking around.
Exactly.
You son of a bitch. Hey, you bastard.
Hey, hey. Are you sure?
You'd rather just start killing each other. What?
Huh?
What'd you just say? Okay, something about killing each other.
Yo!
Dibs on killing Sagami. And then Hifumi.
Just a second.
And then Hina, because she betrayed us twice.
What the heck?
Unbelievable. Hi. What do you... Now. Yes, indeed.
Okay, here's a little spoiler.
Actually...
Once the backups are done, we'll move on to the main event and you begin your exciting
Isn't
school
that
life.
Wonderful.
Then you'll have the chance to trigger your escape flag. What are you talking about?
Aw.
You did just say something about escaping, right?
Yes, indeed.
I was totally
Now
clear.
then.
You want to escape? You have to build
Of
backups.
course.
Just half-ass
I
it.
can barely contain... Uh-huh.
You don't worry about living expenses. You all have the food and clothing and shelter you need. You can even personally guarantee your health and safety. You get sick or injured, I'll teach you right away in the Monokuma Emergency Center.
Boy. Now, hold Hold on.
Okay.
Well now.
I have no clue what this is.
I mean, seriously?
And how long is this? Just out of curiosity. I'm kind of in the shit now. I mean, this is still going to be the finale, so we're not going to finish this unless it ends in about 5 minutes.
In other words,
We're trapped here. We can create backups, and he'll tell us how to escape from the school.
Are you okay? Honestly.
What's his purpose in
What
imprisoning
should I
us?
do?
Yeah, what happened to Hope Peak Academy? Did we get take over some evil organization or something like that? Something like that.
However,
For serious.
Seems like...
Orientation. It's a prank. What's going on? That's what we're trying to figure out. You know, he didn't build those backups. Kill each other. That's what he said. Don't freak us out, dude. Why the hell would anyone ever?
Listen to me! Quiet down and listen! Got
Okay.
it!
We need to work together. Fucking hate the idea of being at the mercy of that goddamn bear. Total pain in the ass either way. Okay?
Oh, let's actually.
Gives me the chills to think I'll have to live here with you unwashed masses. Come on, Tagami. We're best buds. You know it.
You hear me? Got it! Listen to me!
We all agree to communal life. Oh man, that's 180 degrees. That's our bizarre communal life began. What? Oh my god, it's still going. Okay, we're not actually gonna do this. I can't actually leave.
Actually,
did you cough?
It was just for convenience sake.
Hmm.
Like I can't actually escape out of this. We're stuck, dude.
Phew. Well now. What?
I'm gonna give you guys the next 50 days so we can get a proper set of
What the
backups.
hell?
50 days? It's like forever. Why so long?
What?
That's for convenience sake too. Okay.
What?
What about this whole backup
What?
thing? You said you want a bunch of bonus features,
So
but
it seems.
it's super vague.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, this is a chance to do Hifumi's voice. I love doing Hifumi's voice.
What? Hey!
Of course you can't just make one and be done with it. Who knows what kind of violence you guys might commit against poor old me. I need all the help I can get. You're talking about how you should destroy me right now.
Oh,
It's really necessary.
just a second.
Fake crawl you want. We're not gonna fall for it.
Huh?
Fake.
This is kind of.
Really am sad.
hey, come on!
Uh-huh.
Keep you from slacking off. Project
Well-
reviews. Project
Well,
reviews. Never heard of a project review. Wonder, right? What?
In other words,
That's just common sense. Ha ha ha. That's totally common sense. I feel like I want to die right now. Join the club, Tagami.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, hurry and get to work.
Too bad.
Okay, don't
Are
scare us
you
like that.
sure?
There's no punishment, but if you can't do it, you won't trigger the escape flag. If you pass, I'll give you something
I can
awesome.
barely.
Ready for your first assignment. What? I need you to make a Monokuma Casanova.
What the heck?
You know what a Casanova is? I want a good-looking version of me. Good looking, but you're a bear. Better not think about it too much, or we'll never get anywhere.
the heck?
Never get any bear.
And
Hey,
Okay, look around the
isn't
school.
that wonderful?
Okay.
Yes.
What in the hell is going on? Combine these with the Greek statue. What? What? I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, we met a Greek statue. There, we met a Casanova. Casanova's supposed to be good looking. Is this good looking? Okay, we got tickets.
Hey.
They really committed to this.
What do you? Well,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
Gotta gather materials.
you're getting.
I really would just like to go back to the main menu. Just so we can end the video.
Oh,
It's true. Yes, indeed.
Okay. Gotta put some effort, keep it tidy. What a pain in the ass. To be fair, cleaning is part of a normal school
Now
life.
then-
Okay. It's another thing, but we got 5 days. Open. Okay. Can I be done with this? All right. Don't really know what that is, but we'll I guess end the video and the series, assuming there's no secret real ending that I'm not aware of. Yeah. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next Let's Play. Like I said, we'll play the second game. I mean, my overall final thoughts on the series, or the game. Game's good. I do think the climax was not handled all that well. I didn't really like the reveal of Junko. It didn't... I don't know. I feel like the whole climax could have been handled better. The actual ending is fine. I enjoyed the kind of ambiguity at the end as to whether the world's destroyed or not. That's kind of nifty. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to play more of the series and see if it, see how it builds from this, to see how it goes forward. I know there's just like 2 more, right? It's just 3 of them. So I'm interested. I definitely overall very much enjoyed it. It's just kind of, I place a lot of importance on endings. That's really what sticks most in my mind. And so the ending of this game being a little weak does kind of hamper my overall enjoyment of it. Whereas take something like, just to use 999 as example, where the bulk of the game is actually probably worse than Danganronpa, but the ending is so good that it kind of makes up for it. Just to use that as an example, because it's a game that I've Let's Played, and it's stylistically similar, so... But yeah, we'll, don't exactly know how long it'll take before we start playing the next one, but I'm interested. Just kind of have to see how things are in the future. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys. Or next Let's Play, not next part. There probably won't be another part, unless there is a secret ending that I'm not aware of. Bye, guys.